Hello, hello, this is Alicia from Quick and Delish. I'm here to show you how to make a 3-ingredient sauce, Thai peanut sauce. Yum! So, I'd like to introduce you, if you haven't heard of it already, PB2. It's a powdered peanut butter product. I'll see if I can show you some. So, it's powdered peanut butter. So, most of the fat has been removed. And so what's cool about this is it's shelf stable, meaning it doesn't need refrigeration, and it's not like regular peanut butter. It's like thick, and you have to stir it to make sure the oil is, you know, emulsified in the peanut butter, and that's kind of messy. And so I like PB2 because it makes it easy. It's just powder. You add some sort of liquid to it. If you want to make like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or something, or it's great for camping or travel, you just add a little bit of water and you have creamy peanut butter. There's a little bit of cane sugar in it, but it's not a deal breaker. Okay, so let's get started to make this sauce. I'm going to use 1/3 cup of the PB2. So it's 50 calories for 2 tablespoons. Yeah, all right, here we go. I'll show you what it looks like later. Okay, this is my favorite salsa, Trader Joe's salsa Autentica. So it's delicious. So it's my go-to tomato product basically. So if I need to add a little bit of tomatoes or something, I'm likely gonna add a little bit of this. So sometimes it's really spicy, sometimes it's not so spicy, sometimes it's really vinegary, and I kind of like that it's kind of different each time. And you know, sometimes we want a product to be like the exact same every time, and sometimes we're kind of cool with it being kind of different because it makes it like it has a personality and like humans are actually making this thing. So I think that's kind of cool. So I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of salsa Autentica, 2 tablespoons. Of course, I didn't measure, so it might have been a little bit more. Okay, and then fresh lime. So I could have zested this lime, but I decided to just keep it super simple. So it's up to you if you want to zest your lime. I'm using a spoon to juice. You can maximize getting the most juice out of your lime by using a spoon. Or some people roll their lime or lemon to juice it. That's totally cool too. This is very juicy lime. I'm gonna actually mix this up after adding this because this is a very juicy lime. And what's awesome is if you don't have to use the whole lime, then you have the other half to have for something else. Okay, here we go. So again, PB2, salsa Autentica, and then half of a lime. We're gonna see if this is enough. I like something that's kind of thick, because today I'm gonna make something that I would want to dip. Like I'm gonna taste the celery with the PB2 Thai peanut sauce. This is the super quickest, low sodium Thai peanut sauce. Thai peanut sauce usually has some sort of fish sauce and soy sauce, and I haven't added either of those. And I think the salsa, even though it's of Mexican descent, adds the vinegar and the spice that we look for in Thai cooking, and the lime just brings it home. It brings it home. Okay, so I'm cool with this. It's a tiny bit runnier than ideal, but I'm just gonna go with this. So over time, the dry PB2 is going to continue to absorb some of the moisture, so I'm kind of not worried about it. And I'm just making a dip, so whatever. Just earlier today, when I was messing around with the proportions, I made a little bit of a thicker version. All right, let's give this a taste. So nowadays, there's all these chips that were invented with they're like invented to scoop more dip, which can be a little bit dangerous because, you know, then you eat a lot more dip. Not because it's not delicious, but because it's more dip, right? It's just more. Okay, so celery is a natural dippable vessel. Amazing. And it's super crunchy. I've gone through my phases where I didn't appreciate celery so much, but like now I'm in a phase where I appreciate celery. So carrots are awesome for dipping, red bell pepper, snap peas, jicama, all those awesome veggies are great for dipping. Okay, here we go. This is the taste test. Let's see if it's limey enough. I love my lime. I want to get t-shirts made that say, just needs lime. So it's like equal proportions. It's like a third peanut taste, a third lime, a third spicy vinegar. And it's not super tomatoey, which is why I like making it into this sauce. Well, that is it for me today. I wanted to share a couple other ideas. So this is like a bare bones sauce to make a super simple Thai peanut sauce. Certainly use regular peanut butter or almond butter or whatever. There's a bunch of nut butters available now. I saw in the store the other day chickpea butter. All kinds of crazy stuff available now in spreadable form. So anyway, you could add other ideas to add to this bare bones sauce is besides the salsa PB2, which check it out. If you want to buy this PB2, this large container, you can get it from, you're not going to be surprised, Amazon. You can get smaller jars just to taste at Target or Safeway and maybe some other smaller grocery stores. You get a small one to taste it. It just tastes like regular creamy peanut butter. So if you don't like creamy peanut butter, you're not going to like it. I was super skeptical when I tasted it and I was amazed. Sometimes you just got to get over our own stuff, you know, and appreciate something that could be helpful. Okay, salsa, lime, and PB2. 3 ingredients, super simple sauce, right? To make it more complicated, you can add some fresh cilantro. You could add some scallions, which I'm a huge fan of. And sky's the limit, basically. If you add mint, you could add mint or cilantro. It'll be a totally different thing. You can turn it into like more of a Vietnamese kind of thing. Sky's the limit. So you could press the water out of firm tofu and then baste or cover tofu with it and then bake the sauce onto the tofu, because tofu just takes on whatever flavor you add to it. It's not like tofu is delicious on its own. Some very fancy tofus are delicious on their own, but very fancy. So, and then you could do the same with chicken. You could do the same with some kind of fish that you like, or shrimp. Sky's the limit. As long as the flavors make sense with Thai peanut sauce flavors. If you wanted to, you could add a little bit of apple cider vinegar to brighten it up if you didn't have limes, just in case, because sometimes the limes don't look great in the grocery store. Awesome. I hope you try this. Please let me know what you think when you try it. I promise you're going to be quite impressed. So comment in the comments below if you make this recipe. I would love to hear about what you think. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching, and please share and subscribe.